I said a hip hop. Des at King of the Pit TV signing in live and tired. In Rainbows, the full album. Completed it, mate. This is the last track. It's entitled Videotape. Bruh. Gonna have to let this one sink in. If you want to have early access, first access to all of my full album listen throughs, where I listen to albums from start to finish, put out more content than any of these other content creators, right, as far as the reaction space goes, check out the link down in the description. Support your boy, support the music you love, and let's go. Videotape. Lewis Capaldi. So, this person, James Chavez, says, "This is the most beautiful song I've ever heard in my entire life. It'll be my favourite song until the end of time, and if somebody out of this planet hears this, they will know we have soul." Do you reckon if the aliens heard this one, they'd think, you know what, I kinda like these dudes? There's only one way to find out. Jessica Beamer says, "Oh man, what a great statement." 134 people have thumbed it up, so there we go. It must be right. Mob rule, man. Oh, it's about a breakup. No.
When I'm at the pearly gates, this will be on my videotape, my videotape. Mephistopheles is just beneath, and he's reaching up to grab me. This is one for the good days, and I have it all here, and red, blue, green, and red, blue, green. And you are my center when I spin away out of control on videotape, on videotape, on videotape, on
It's like a funeral, innit? Very gloomy. Radiohead's most upbeat record, everyone. The gasps of air and panned in my left hand ear. Would you say that counts as lyrical content, a gasp of air, or is that an ad-lib? What do you think it is? Is it the main vocal, or is it the ad-lib?
This is my way out saying goodbye, 'cause I can do it face to face. I'm talking to you before, no matter what happens now. You shouldn't be afraid, 'cause I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen.
What's that shaking noise? Dun, dun, dun. What is that? Carl Nichols says, pure genius. One of the best albums I ever bought. I'm actually a hip hop producer and rapper. Yet this is the hardest out there. Alright. I didn't ask. I like the line, when I'm at the pearly gates, this'll be on my videotape. I think that's a lovely line. I think that's a great way to start a song. I want this song played at my funeral. Angel Martinez. Angel, I completely understand. Antonio says, don't we all? Honestly, I don't. I'd rather have something a little more positive, a little more uplifting. This is a bit morbid, isn't it? But debatably, it's a good song to end the album on. A good change of pace. Finalise it. The funeral of In Rainbows, we're over and done. Let's move on. So that was my listen through to In Rainbows. You'd all recommended it. I appreciate that. I 100% appreciate all the Radiohead fans, especially Radio Foot, because, dude, if you're watching this Radio Foot, you've been very consistent and you've been present for a while, so I really do appreciate your presence. It means a lot. That was an interesting journey, alright? When people were saying upbeat and this and that, I was expecting we'd go back to the days of old and we're just like bringing the band back together and writing rock music. But Radiohead really have evolved at this point into something else. It's proper big brain music in it as far as the sounds they create. It's cool because theoretically speaking, they're not there to push boundaries. They're not like a musically, you know what I mean? They're not a music theory sort of virtuoso band where they're just like, right, we can do this, so let's write in bloody 16/8 with tambourines, do polyrhythms and just like blag the listener. They don't do that. What they do is they just create sound and they don't stick to the basic principles of creating sound, and that's why it's cool, right? Because they've got all these different ideas and different ins and outs of each instrument and how it should be done and how it's produced on the record and so on and so forth, and that's what really gives it a unique touch and gives you something different to pay attention to and listen to and fall into every time you listen to it, I guess. So that was In Rainbows. I'm not going to give this one a rating because I think it's each to their own, personally. I can see how somebody would believe this is like the best thing ever, and I can see how somebody would feel lesser so if they're into a little more straightforward music. So I'm not going to give it a rating, but it was a good listen. We've made it there. Let's continue on. At this stage, I don't even know what comes after this record in Radiohead's discography, so I guess we'll have to see what comes next, people. Alright, I'm signing out. Des, King of the Pit TV, Conehead, signing out. Goodbye.